Hello. So, it is time for week 4 of UBL Season 13. We've had a good start so far. Much better than I was expecting, that's for sure. But this week we're taking on Final Gambit and SoCal Valiant. Now, they haven't had the best of records, but that doesn't mean they're not a very good opponent. And they've also recently made some changes to their team that might change things, or do change things in the matchup for us significantly. So, their team consists of Ursula the Bloodmoon, Rabombi, Magmar, Omfe, Vaporeon, Orthworm, Magius, Regidrago, Meowscarada, Slowbro Gala, and Luxio. So the two mons that really make the difference here, obviously we both have bears. This is a bear off. I need to turn this down. I keep having it too loud. So... got something stuck in my throat. They made 3 changes. One of them includes Vaporeon, which I don't really think matters in this matchup. But the other two are Meowscarada and Slowbro. So Meowscarada does change things a decent amount for me because it's really good into Water Tauros. It's really good for Spectria. And those two are kind of a big deal. Those two mons are pretty good, I hear, so yeah. The other one is Slowbro, and that's because originally they had a Bronzong, and now that's not really a thing. So that means my Trick Room stuff actually looks a lot better. That being said, I decided to go off the wall this week, and I don't know what I was thinking. Rabombi can be really annoying for setting up Tailwind because it has Imprisoned Tailwind and I believe Imprisoned Trick Room as well. Magmon's very annoying, but I have a Gut Ursaluna, so I really don't care about getting flame bodied. And the only other physical attacker I think that is reasonable for me to even bring here is Tauros, who's going to do really good damage into it anyway, so... Orthworm can be very annoying just because it can really hard wall Ursaluna. One thing can be annoying, Regidrago can be very good as well. But I have a very good fairy type in Ink of Fable, so I'm less worried about it. But obviously there is the big bad bear itself, Ursula the Bloodmoon, so a lot to worry about here. And to say that I decided to do some sus things is an understatement. I had a bad idea, and then I kept following up with even worse ideas, and I just couldn't stop. I just couldn't stop doing dumb things, and then I was like, okay, sure, that's the team. And then I just, like, didn't do anything about it, and now I've got an hour and a half before the match, and it's like, well, I guess is this the team? So, yeah, we're cooking a bit too much this week. So, let's start off with what kind of was the start of it all, and that is Offensive Fable. Now, why on earth am I doing Offensive Fable? Because it looks so good here! It honestly looks insane! With the exception of Magmar, like, the combination of Bolt Beam plus Dazzling Gleam is so good here. And Life Orb Magikarp Dazzling Gleam actually can Oko Meowscarada. It can Oko Drago, but they've got to have, like, no bulk. And it can just do so much damage. It'll do a ton to Ursaluna, it'll do respectable damage to even Orthworm. It will just do so much good damage. And it can still support, it's still got Follow Me. But then the rest of the EVs are into bulk besides the 20 speed, which is going for being able to outspeed, what was it? So it's that hits 166? I think I was trying to outspeed... Oh, this outspeeds... No, this doesn't outspeed Miss Magius. I don't know what I was trying to outspeed. I think I was trying to outspeed Regidrago, and apparently I just don't know how speeds work. But hey, a bit of random speed creeping doesn't hurt. Especially because I don't really plan on... Well, this can come in Trick Room. We are bringing Trick Room, so, yeah. Now, the thing is with this is, obviously, this is not a support Pokemon, so where's the support come in? That comes in the form of Spectra. It's time for me to use Support Spectra, because I actually think Support Spectra is actually a good Pokemon in this matchup. I think if I bring Spectra, it's supposed to be a support mon, because, well, unless I Terror it and go for Draining Kiss, then it's really not doing anything into Meow, and then Meow's killing it, so... We've got enough speed to outspeed Meow, which is great. And then, with the bulk that we have, we actually can take a knockoff into knockoff from Jolly Meowscarada, which is really nice, after it's burned, specifically. We can't take it before then. We've got the Thorough Spray and Terra Fairy with Shadow Ball, Snarl, Will-O-Wisp, and Taunt. Snarl's really nice for shutting down special attackers, and if we get that, if we do go for Snarl, we get the Throat Spray, and then we are actually doing respectable damage. Shadow Ball obviously just gives us good damage, and then Taunt can shut down a potential Magmar or anything of that nature, Rabombi, Comfey, just anything that wants to be really annoying. So, yeah, that's the idea with Spectra. Spectra is actually a really solid support Pokemon in this matchup, just not really a great sweeper. This duo is really good for anything that isn't Magmar related. So I might not try it game 1, but I mean, there's a good chance Clefable comes anyway. Not to mention Clefable's Terra Steel. Why did it go Terra Steel? I made this team like a couple of days ago, and then I just kept sat on it. I think it's mostly for Slowbro, actually. Because its defensive typing is already really, really good here. The only thing I really want it for is for Slowbro, and then like a Terra Steel, or just any Terra something from Regidrago, so we're just going with Terra Steel. Now I did mention that we are bringing Trick Room, so we are bringing our Reuniclus, of course. We are going Focus Blast, sadly, with Psychic, Trick Room, Protect. We've got a Citrus Berry, Magic Guard. I feel like this can be a random situation where I want Magic Guard. Terra Fairy. There's a lot of Pokemon on this team with Terra Fairy, okay? Regidrago is a potential issue. We got enough HP and defense that we can take a knockoff from Meowscarada, which is really nice. The Spadef lets us live 2 Modest Life Orb Hyper Voices from Ursaluna, and then the rest is in special attack, which gives us a decent chance to OHKO Meowscarada with Focus Blast. Not a guarantee, but a decent chance, is why we've gone with it. I was tempted to go with things like Grass Knot or Energy Ball for Ursaluna, but I mean, Focus Blast can hit those that anyway, and Psychic is just reliable damage into it regardless, because it's not got the best special defense stat. So, yeah. I think Reuniclus is pretty decent here. Like, again, it's good Trick Room. It doesn't... I don't think it quite can 1v1 Slowbro, but yeah. Speaking of Slowbro, you're going to be noticing some weird speeds as well. I'm going a little bit faster, because I want to make sure that I'm not speed tying with the Slowbro, because we're both base 30 speed, so I want to make sure that I'm a little bit faster than it, just for the knowledge that I am not speed tying it. But it's not the only Pokemon that we're doing that with. We're also doing that with our Trick Room offensive Pokemon, offensive in quotation marks, Appleton. So we got the Chillin' Berry, because of Ursaluna. It actually means that with our Door Stab combination, we do resist it, essentially, because, well, with our typing. But we've still got Max Spadef. It still lets us take hits really nicely from it. We've got Apple Acid, Leech Seed, Recover, and Protect. Terra Poison, just because I don't want to get poisoned by Slowbro, because I think that is pretty reasonable for it to do. But otherwise, we've got a little bit less speed, we're 1 point slower, so that in Trick Room we're faster, and then we can combo Apple Acid to get the Spadef drop, and then combo it with Reuniclus for extra damage. So it's kind of like, they're both really defensive, but like the combo can be really bulky and offensive just because of Apple Acid. But then we can also use this as a late game win condition with Leech Seed, Recover, and Protect. We've got the Thick Fat to be super bulky. Terra Poison also means we become not weak to fairies. Thick Fat because we don't have a berry that like benefits from Gluttony or Ripen. So yeah, this is kind of our Trick Room stuff. Now, what does that mean about our Ursaluna over here? Well, we're quite fast. There was a term used, I'm not sure, that feels like it's been phased out these days, called like Max Xmon, where you, on a slow Pokemon, you run like max speed, max attack. And this is basically that. This is Max Lunar, I suppose. We're going Adamant max attack, 212 speed, because that means in Tailwind we outspeed their entire team. That's Rabombi included. And then just a little bit of bulk kind of thrown around where it feels best. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but 207 means we don't, if we invest any more than that, then we take an extra point of burn chip, so we don't want that. And then Facade, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Protect. We're just trying to do big break, big damage with this. And that's going to be paired with our Zapdos. We're going to try and go Tailwind. This is kind of a very supporting Zapdos, and I just want to change the move order because it's going to bother me. But yeah, we've got Tailwind, Heat Wave, Thunderbolt, and Light Screen. I said that all in the weird wrong orders. Anyway, yeah, so this is probably going to be what I end up going with Game 1 if I see a Magmar. And just trying to go Tailwind, and then set up so Ursaluna can just do the big damage. We've got Light Screen to help it take the special hits that can be an issue for it. We've got the speed to outspeed Regidrago, and the rest is in physical defense to give us the best chance of living a Meowscarada triple axle. And even if we don't, well, one, we've got Terra Steel to potentially take it, but also Rocky Helmet plus Static can basically kill it. It'll do like 50% to it, and then hopefully paralyze it as well, which is the idea. Heat Wave I wasn't sure on, like Thunderbolt, Tailwind, and Light Screen I actually all really liked, and then I was like, oh, do I want Heat Wave? But then I was like, it's something to hit Ursaluna, it gets a bit of extra chip, like I get like on some extra mons. It does like 50% to Meow, which is really nice, and Rabombi, so like 2 of those will do it. Probably like the combination with that and Earthquake, because it's like, this is gonna hurt. Like the fact that I can do some really good spread damage with Ursaluna is going to be really nice, and I can pick things off with a Zapdos. So that's kind of the idea. But I might have been cooking a little bit too much. There's a, like, Ursaluna in Trick Room is good here, but I feel like they're going to be ready for it. I feel like they're going to be ready for Salazzle, who I'm not bringing, which I really should. But I don't really know where it fits on this team specifically. So I'm just kind of throwing everything weird at the wall and seeing what happens. Like, I'm bringing very unorthodox sets, and I feel like it's gonna catch them off guard. But at the same time, these aren't. I don't think these sets are exactly great. I think they're fine. They can work, but they are harder to use and may not even win me the game. So, don't feel confident in this one. But we'll see what happens. We're kind of throwing some random crap at the wall, and well, not random crap. It's like there's things here that I think are good, but maybe a bit too spicy. Maybe I should get out of the kitchen. But I stayed in the kitchen for too long. Things are kind of overcooked, and I don't have time to make anything new. So wish me luck. Battle's in like an hour 15. Speaking of cooking, I'm going to go get something to eat and hopefully not burn that, and then, you know, we'll see what happens with our game. So, wish me luck, because I think I'm going to need it for this one. Alright, let's do this. Do I expect this to go well? Oh. It's good. And my team is suspect at best. Let's do this. Okay, that is a lot of problem ones. What do they not bring? That's the real question. I've got it up on the side here. What do they not bring? They didn't bring Vaporeon, I know that. No, that's... There's no Orthworm, which is kind of nice. means my Ursaluna's a lot better. Well, I said if there was going to be Magmar stuff, it probably is going to be... See, the thing is, those of you watching on the UBL VGC guy side think, oh, this doesn't look too bad. Well, when you see what I'm about to do, oh, Drago's so bad for that lead. I've got basically 2 leads. One's good into Drago, one's good into Magmar. Now you might think, well, what if they lead Drago Magmar? Well, Drago Magmar's fine. I'm gonna go with the one that's better into Drago. And I guess I bring Trick Room in the back, right? Yeah, I'll bring Trick Room in the back. That is Trick Room without Ursaluna, notably. Yeah, Battle of the Bears. I'm not going to be bringing my bears for game 1. Oh, no Rabombi. Oh, that's really nice. Ooh, meow. That's quite nice for me. I kind of want to Snarl. Okay. If I Snarl, can I live a knockoff? Yeah. I can. Excellent. Yeah, so I'm going to do for Dazzling Gleam and Snarl then. It'll break this Focus Sash and then also mean I can live. See, they're not expecting... Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, why am I doing this? Because they were obviously worried about following me Nasty Block. That is not what I went for. Oh, and you taunt. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is not what I went for. Oh, yikes. They try to stop my Clefable from being annoying. Little did they know that the Clefable is not the one that they should be worried about being the annoying one here. Am I fine just going for, like, spread damage with Snarl? Or do I actually want to taunt this Magmar so Clefable can kill it? Because that might be a little bit better. Well, how much is my Clefable gonna do? That's really nice. 2 or something. 70? Maybe a little more. I think it's probably just best for me to go for spread then, because then I can reduce the Ursaluna's damage output. Let's go for Flamethrower, do the fattiest of zeros. That double up, I don't know if the double up will get it. Good to know that my Clefable's faster. It's a +1s. Okay, so my Dazzling Gleam did 35%. 36. It's got maybe a little bit of Spadef investment. No, I'm guessing. No, because it has to... No, it's got some Spadef, because it needs some Spadef to take that little. So... I'm going to go for Ice Beam and Snarl. He's trying to get chip on my thingy. See, now they're gonna go for now they're gonna go for follow me because they see me threatening it. How much will my Spectre do to the Magmar? I know it's not a lot. I know, annoyingly, Magmar takes like very little from Spec, but I am +1. If it is a Spadef variant, which 11. That's... yeah, it's probably Spadef. Okay. I'm tempted to taunt. Because at this point, the Magmar's really not doing anything. I just taunt Dazzle. Yeah, I kind of like that a bit more. Because, like, this Magmar's now really shut down. You go for the BL, which we do live because the Fable's a beast. And now the Magmar can flamethrower for about, like, 10%. Like, that's all it can do. Which I think the double up of Thingy will get the kill anyway, but why do I even need to bother? I'm gonna Ice Beam and Shadow Ball. Yeah, like I expected the Ursaluna to protect, but I mean, if Spectre is getting a kill, then Spectre is getting a kill. If they try to get greedy, then, you know. And his Comfey, which can buff this Ursaluna up. I can also taunt the Comfey as well, which would really shut it down. The last move is going to be Earth Powers, no Hyper Voice. So I'm just going to go for Ice Beam into Luna and Snarl. Yeah, they heal it up. Get some chip. And then Ice Beam. More chip. They take me out. But, like, they're just kind of sitting here. Like, not doing a lot. Go to Apple. You're pretty safe going for the Apple. Because of my my Apple Acid. I don't know if it's gonna kill, mind you, but you know. How much was my Shadow Ball at the +2 gonna do to like a combo? Good chunk. Good chunk. It can go for Blood Moon this turn. So I want to shut down this Comfey for a couple turns. Or do I just want to get damage on it? Question is this gonna kill? Oh, no, it's got the +1. It's got the +1. No, I want to Snarl then. I want to Snarl plus Apple Acid. I think that should get the kill unless they go for the heal on it. Which they don't. They don't go for a heal because they didn't go for a triage move. That's Trick Room. I was not expecting him to click Trick Room there. Okay then. That's game 1. That was not what I expected. Though granted, they probably didn't expect that from me, so I don't know if I'd blame them. Good to know that Confay's got Trick Room on it. And they didn't bring Drago, but they saw how much of an issue my stupid Fable was, so I don't think they're gonna bring Drago. Which means I feel pretty comfortable going for my Tailwind setup. And I'll bring Reuniclus and then either Appleton or Clefable, I think. I like Appleton. Sorry, I think I like Clefable a little bit more. So. Very, very interesting. The Trick Room, Floral Healing, probably Draining Kiss +1. But I do go Meow. And Slowbro. Interesting. Okay, Meow, do you have Triple Axel? Oh, do I Terra Steel immediately? I think so. And I go Terra Steel, set up my Tailwind, and then just protect the bear. Then we start earthquaking, and things are gonna get real fun, real fun. And I can go for spread attacks to play around. It is Protean. Good to know. Let's just go for knock. I mean, the power shouldn't matter. If that thing is not a dog... sorry, if that thing is not a grass type, that thing is not living. No, that thing is not living. So I can just T-bolt the Slowbro. And then just Earthquake. Ooh. I forgot I would kill myself. Forgot about that part. Because I terrored. Whoops. Well, it is what it is. I can go do Clefable. They go to their bear. Oh, but I'm going to be faster than their bear. Maybe going to Reuniclus is better. I was going to say, then I can Earthquake, but at the same time, why would I want to Earthquake? Against Blood Moon? I'm doing so much damage. There's no way Clefable doesn't kill this Slowbro, right? Let's look at like AV, like max special attack. Ooh. Oh wait, no, because that's not Terra Flying, right? Terra Flying. I reckon that kills. So I'll go for Ice Beam there, and I'll click for Shard. So. Because this might have Trick Room as well and be trying to set it up here, but... You know. Yeah, I honestly forgot I was going to KO my Zapdos when I Earthquaked, but it was still probably the right play. It just probably was more of a right play to click light screen then. I certainly was cooking when I made this team. Who's there last? It's gotta be Confe, right? There's no way it's Magmar in the back. Unless it's Magmar, it's Confe or Drago, but I don't know if they bring Drago here. Unless their plan was just to try and use the Slowbro to break the thingy. EP, yeah. And then we know the Ursaluna has... What's it called? Is Drago. Okay. We did see Terror from them, so yeah. Just double check Reuniclus against Ursaluna Blood Moon. Against that set that I've got loaded up. Yeah, okay. I'm just double checking that Psychic kills it, just in case it goes for Protect. And I'll go for Trick Room here. Because once I set up Trick Room, then this game is over. Dazzle wouldn't have killed. So, I guess... that Dazzle wouldn't have killed the Slowbro, so... I wouldn't have had my Clefable for the Drago here. So, I think killing the... leaving the Ursaluna alive was correct. So... yeah, because they've probably got to protect here with Ursaluna. Because I don't know what Drago set this is. Like, standard is Dragon Fang. Yeah, there's the Protect. Dazzle. Do a ton of damage. Now, they do Dragon Pulse. It's not a kill. Draco might have got it, to be honest, if they had it. But now I set up Trick Room, and I click Dazzle and Psychic into Luna. There's nothing they can do. Unless they're, like, Iron Ball Draco. They get a double with the Luna. But they need more than just a double. So, to get out of this one. I knew offensive Clefable was going to be good in this matchup, okay? I'm sorry, Kathy. You said I might have been cooking a little too much, and maybe I was, but I knew offensive Clefable looked really good in this matchup. Like... yeah, that's gonna do it. GG's, Gambit. Yeah. I knew offensive Clefable looked really good here. Yeah, no, I just thought, that was my starting point, was just like... oh, they shook her? No, I'm not sure what they're on about. What happened? Oh my god. They were Iron Ball, so I actually hit them. That's so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, that's very silly. But, you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn, I suppose. They did live, at least. Like, they would have died. If they didn't Terra, so I suppose it is what it is. It is what it is. So that is another week under the belt, in the bag. Wow. That went a lot better than I expected, but honestly, I think it's literally just because I caught them off guard. I don't think we were both worried about this matchup. I think I just caught them off guard with some very, very surprising stuff for them. And they made a slight mistake. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. At this point, the Everton Espions are now 4-0. One more week, and one more win, and we're guaranteed playoffs. And let's see if we can make it there. See you guys next time. Peace.